random video. I wanted to come on and say a few things. Say hello, first of all. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. Everyone. I have been so basically bare with you guys. And on my Instagram, that's not someone I am. I'm just being honest with you. I've basically opened up. You know how sometimes like that saying, okay, some people, I just have weird sayings, but I grew up in a weird way, so bear with me. But you know, there's some sayings that's like, you know, if you're nervous, imagine someone, like, you know, people have heard that weird saying where it's like, imagine someone naked, and it's like, oh, you know, I'm not nervous anymore because I have clothes on. Basically is my example to you guys. Like with saying the things that I've said, with posting the things that I've posted, I've been very bare and naked. With that is just, you know, not my style, especially on here, especially if you know me and you follow me on here, if you know me personally or if you've met me. I'm a very goofy, all-out hype person. And I kind of just take life as it comes in doses and by minute. So I wanted to talk to you about some things. First of all, thank you for all of your comments and everything on my interviews and on the live videos that I've done. I've posted small clips because on my mother's Facebook, mom's right here. Hello. Hey, mom. On my mom's Facebook, we get a little, well, she is very just all out. We have been through so much for years, and I've known my mom, I'm adopted, and I've known my mom for over 12 years, about 12 years. So in that time, she's in half that time, we went through a lot, and at about 5 or 6 years in, she started posting things and just, you know, putting the truth out there and saying, hey, if you're gonna bother us, then it's gonna be out there. I've been always the one that's pulled back from that, knowing what happens to survivors, knowing how it gets when you say things that when you open your mouth and when you try to speak the truth, people want to silence you. There is a reason, and please let me express that. I can't stress that enough. There is a reason why survivors don't speak. There is a reason why you don't hear much from human trafficking survivors. I'm going to tell you that reason. It's because the people who want to point the finger, it's the people who want to be distracted by the focus. I'm not going to call anybody's names out, but the thing is, if I'm being this naked and bare with you guys, I'm not going to lie about anything else. If you know me personally, you know that you can ask me a question and I will not hesitate to tell you the truth. I don't feel the need to lie because of things that I've been through. There's bigger things and there's more serious shit that has gone on in the world to try to sugarcoat anything in personally, for me. When it comes to survivors, it comes down to the fingers being pointed, the people that are focused on the wrong part of the picture, the people that are distracted by the wrong part of the picture. So if you're pointing the finger at someone over someone's story, imagine if someone told you, oh my gosh, I fell and scraped my knee. Wow, how would you fall and scrape your knee? And someone tells you the story, right? But if somebody just breathed, I broke my leg, that's a little bit more of a serious situation, right? And now you're like, how come you didn't tell anybody that? How come you didn't say that? How did it happen? Can you break this down for someone? Okay? This is the problem with survivors. People feel like they hear one part of the story, and if it's not big enough or if it's not small enough, it's not believable. It's not credible. It's not worth their expectations. It's not up to their realm or their reality. That is the problem that we have with the world today, and that is why the problem of human sex trafficking has gone on for decades. No one is focused on the correct picture. It goes the same way with rallies and protests. Nobody is focused on the correct picture. Okay? I don't have a political line, as y'all have noticed. I don't have a color line, as y'all have noticed. I don't have any type of lines in my life. When it comes to my followers, you will see that I have drag queens on my page. I have LGBTQ on my page. I have black people on my page. I have white people on my page. I have Indians on my page. You can go down the versatile line. I have liberals on my page. I have Republicans on my page. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't care what you stand for, your pocket, what your name is, what rank you have. A human is a human, is what my point is. Okay? So when it comes down to how I am, I have lived so many things that I don't have a line. I don't have an agenda. I don't have an underlining, and I don't usually have to explain that to people. You have to get to know me to see that, because I don't believe just words. I believe that actions speak louder than that. Please stop pointing the finger and getting distracted. It's not going to stop just because I ask you to. I don't feel like I'm this big person. Everybody will say I'm special, I'm pretty, I'm this, I'm that, and people just don't understand that I'm that hype person, but I'm the opposite for myself, which sucks. You know, I'm working on that side of me. But I'm the hype person for everyone else, but when it comes down to myself, I'm a different being. I see things differently. I don't feel the way things are thrown at me when it comes to like there's comments that people will leave me, and you will notice my response is not just thank you. I'm working on just saying thank you. The problem is I haven't scratched the surface with things that I've said on my Instagram. I have gotten threatened. I have gotten witchcraft thrown my way. I've been down for like a good 3 days. I'm able to post if I'm laying down. But I've been down for a few days because of some things that have gone on, some threats that have been sent my way, and some things that have been sent my way. I'm so used to it. It doesn't usually faze me one way or the other. I get back up and smile when I can. That's how it goes. You guys, I've shared pictures of myself in the hospital. You know, I was going through basically near-death situation, Mom, am I right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, when it was time, and there was a way, or there was a moment of a time to smile, I did. This is just who I am. But I don't have to explain that to anybody. I'd rather you get to know me more and you see that on me for you to believe it. When it comes to scratching the surface with trafficking, guys, the few things that I've talked about are more so later in my life. I have not even gotten close to the things that I went through when I was younger. There was a ranking in my life, basically. There was a time in my life where it was family members. There was a time in my life where it was just someone on the street that I just didn't understand what was going on. Basically, hence the fact that it didn't faze me when I got older. It just made me angry. It just made me feel like something's not right, and I wanted to get out of it. I haven't even began to speak on, like I said, the things when I was younger. I haven't began to speak on how I escaped when I was with kind of an elite level-ish trafficking. I don't know, I saw something just in a few people. I had some arguing, some people having beef on my profile, and I just don't agree with that. Like, I feel like no matter what, don't get distracted while you're arguing. Once again, while anybody is arguing about something that you feel angry about, you're getting distracted by your whole point of why you're looking at a situation. So if you're watching a cooking show, okay, and you start arguing about how they cut the onions and about last time I made it this way but you didn't put this in it, you're now missing the whole damn point of the recipe. You've just lost the entire point of what you're talking about and what you're on, because now you're distracted by what you're arguing about, who's right and who's this and who's that. This is the problem with our world, but this is the things that people need to realize to stop and to see why there's other, human beings, children, people who grew up, adults in the life of sex trafficking, and they're stuck there because too many people are arguing or too lost. and not focused and distracted.
And another thing that I've witnessed with a lot of survivors is that people will, and I will always question the people that do this. I will question their character and their integrity. But there's a lot of people that come after survivors and, well, what date did this happen? And they put the burden of proof on the survivor. If you listen to a survivor, you should know whether they're telling the truth or not without demanding proof. And a lot of times the survivors were recounting things from being 4, 5, 6 years old, 7 years old. And we're like, well, you don't have any proof, so I'm not going to believe you. Well, that's a bunch of crap. Like, honestly, like, think back to your 7th birthday or your 7th Christmas. What'd you get as a gift? Do you remember? No, most people don't. But you had a birthday party. So people need to chill.
Really.
If you're
so many words.
If you're attacking a survivor for stupid petty stuff like that, and you're deciding whether to believe them or not because they don't have proof or they can't recall a date, or they might make up or mess up a date and not remember correctly, you're the one that's got the problem, and you're missing the wrong part of the story. Like, just stop.
Yeah. So this wasn't addressed to me. This was something that someone posted. This was an argument that I seen in a profile. This was an argument, like I said, on my profile. This was been saying to you guys for quite a while, just the distractions. And while somebody is for marches and protests and rallies that have something to do with Save the Children, there's people worried about how many numbers, where they're going, what they're doing, or how they did it, or where the leader is heading. Don't worry about that. Worry about the fact that you're out there for the children. That's it. That's it, and that's all. There shouldn't be any arguments. There shouldn't be any pointing the finger. There shouldn't be any blame. You're out there to focus on the main part, and that's saving the children. Exactly. And that means all children. I'm not breaking that down and saying just children in the cages. You guys have heard me say, and on my way today, I get to go meet 2 beautiful babies that are in foster care. I'm talking about the homeless youth. I'm talking about the trafficking survivors. I'm talking about any child that needs help, privileged, underprivileged, or not. I'm talking about any child. Your child, I don't have a child, but any child. You know what I mean? So we'll be going live today. In a little bit. We have a little big of a trip to make on my mom's Facebook, because on my mom's Facebook, if you're on there and I've told you her Facebook and you went ahead and headed there, I've warned you already that you need a seatbelt, and I've warned you already that her profile is kind of an all-in type of profile. If you're ready for the truth of trafficking that kind of ties in and all, it's not just trafficking. I've told you guys it's flavors, from low grade to high grade to container ships to just on the streets. We go out, I pack backpacks for trafficking survivors that are still on the streets, that are not sure what they want to do, but they're still in the life doing jobs. I'm not concerned about just one thing. I've never been. I'm concerned about it all. And I'm not concerned with just one kid. If you've met me and you know me as a dance choreographer, as a person, I'm concerned about everybody, and everybody's my baby. So you would see that. But actions speak louder than words. And I thank you so much for following me, because I have no idea where my journey of this platform is going. But I know that I can't continue to be quiet as a survivor myself and knowing what's going on in the life. I feel like as being quiet at this point is just being just as guilty. I don't know where it came from, though. It just came out of nowhere. So bear with me, y'all, because like I said, I'm just now finding my voice, and that means that just now expressing to y'all my stories, and it's very hard. I thought it'd be way easier. It's not as easy as I thought it would be. It's usually I can spit this stuff out, but I don't spit this stuff out to anybody. I usually have to know you for some years. Quote, years. So, I thank y'all. I crumble. I appreciate you a lot. And I can't express how grateful I am. And I can't thank you enough that if you just heard my story, that you've seen that there are more survivors. As you see people getting saved, as I keep posting in my story, there's this many survivors, there's that many survivors. That means that there's a chance, that maybe a 1 out of a million chance, that one of those survivors are about to tell you their story very, very soon. And if you're able to hear mine, then you'll be able to hear theirs, and you'll be able to do it with an open heart and an open mind, and love in your heart, and not the intent of blame or distraction. So thank y'all so much. We got to go because we were getting in an area where I'm cutting off reception. I love you guys so much, and we will be live in like maybe an hour or two, maybe 3. Cameron and Sophia, love you. I love you, Cameron and Sophia, and I miss you, baby, so much. Love to you, lady, too. Love you guys. I can't read comments when I get off of here, so I'm just taking a look real quick. You're amazing. You're amazing, Angel Love. Hey, Keisha. All right, y'all. We'll be on Facebook later, and there will be more things that come out. I really love you guys, Instagram. And Instagram is just a whole different algorithm, you know. So, again, I don't do this for a media cookie. I don't need anything from this. It's amazing to just be able to heal from being hurt. So thank y'all so much. We love you. Bye.